It's already, it ain't even a second on the clock. Two people already in the chat.
Let's get it.
I'm ready for class, ain't it? All praise to the Most High, man. Try to discuss, man. I know Captain Benaniyah went through a whole bunch of precepts, man. A lot of precepts. All right. Going through these current events, man. What we got? See,
Eclipse.
got the solar eclipse. All right. Also got what else going on?
Coach Daddy's gonna go to jail 100 times.
Yeah. Mr. Take That finna go to jail.
We ain't gonna say pause no more. We're gonna say no did it.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, sir.
But you got people like I can say P. Diddy, man. Think about his situation. All these things right here, when they have these people like this in the news, all these things is distraction for bigger things, right?
Huh.
These things ain't nothing but a distraction, right? Right? Watch this. Go to First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 11. These are the things, like you said, going into the current events, like stuff that we see on the day-to-day, right?
Yeah.
To help brothers, and sisters get in the right spirit, man. Right?
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Right? So guess what? And it be in Israel, it be wicked men, man. Right? Read.
Who persuaded many, saying,
Who persuaded many, saying,
let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Right,
For
read.
since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
And guess what? And that's how our people think right now. They say, oh man, masters, man, ever since we departed from the heathens, man, right, we had much sorrow. Think about how we are in the plantation field. Think about how we on a work day. Guess what? Esau can't stand to see us have nothing, and we can't stand to guess what? Somebody talk about Esau. Right? Not my master. Right? We can't hardly stand to take that, right? But in our ignorance, guess what we do? In our folly, guess what we do? Right? We sometimes get ourselves caught up in a situation that we shouldn't even be in, right? You should even still on, brother Ray, Abraham, Yasharallah, nearest kinsmen, right?
Okay.
Precept, go to that Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 26. Let's go there.
Already on it. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and 26. For among my people are found wicked men.
So the Lord said, from among my people is found wicked men, man. Read.
They lay wait.
What the Lord said they do?
They lay wait.
The Lord said they lay wait. Read.
As he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men.
And they catch men, man. What you think happening, man, in this situation, man? Setting up traps and they catching men. Right? And for Diddy's situation, he literally catching men. Shalom, sis.
God.
This man literally catching men. Right? How did he catch me?
That's a rock. Not the one in the Apocrypha.
Huh?
I said that's a rock, but not the one in the Apocrypha.
Yeah, for real. Let's get that in let's get that in Sirach chapter 10 and verse 9 right quick. Just kind of going through these current events, man. Right? Just kind of going through how we see things transpiring, how the Most High God is dealing with our nation, how they dealing with our people, thinking about how we look at the scriptures and we try to get ourselves, man, in the right frame of mind, right? This is what our people do, man, right? Read it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
So the Lord said, why is earth and ashes proud? Pride is one of the deadly sins that the Lord is talking about. Think about how they thrive on Pride Month, right? That's one of the 7 deadly sins, man. Right? That's a good precept too, the Colossians 2 and 8. Actually, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That Colossians 2 and 8, besides Deuteronomy chapter 28, that Colossians 2 and 8 was one of my first precepts that I learned, man. Right? I'm talking about one of the first precepts that I kind of just really retained. Right? And a brother told me that precept, and he ended up getting out the truth right a week later. Shit.
Hey.
Yeah, we seen him out on the streets on all kind of drugs, man. But he sure gave me that precept one time, though. For real. Read that off.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
The Bible said, why is earth and ashes proud? Read.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
So the Lord said, there ain't no wicked thing than a covetous man, right? Because a lot of, when this is what the world is based on. The world is based on pushing to get that bag. Everybody get the bag, right? Mm-hmm. So when you get in that bag, guess what? It make you more covetous, man, to brothers, man, right? This is like a form of getting us in the right spirit with the Lord, man.
God.
Right? When you see somebody with a covetous spirit, or when you see somebody with a type of spirit that it's only about the money, guess what, man? You got to be wary of them people, man. I don't give a damn if it's your family members, man.
You just want it all.
Right? That's a covetous spirit, right?
That's my phone in the car, but it's okay.
Right? I don't know. We good.
Yeah, no, we good. We rocking.
But anyway, read the rest of it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9.
Read.
On the top. Why is earth and ashes proud?
So the Bible said, why is earth and ashes proud? You can find the pride in the 7 deadly sins. You can find it in Proverbs chapter 6, right? But read.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
It's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Because what people think, what they do, they get people in these music industries, they get people in this world, in society, and guess what happened? They pull them in and tell them, hey, this is what you need to be, this is what your goal is, and this is what you got to chase. Okay. Right? But read.
For such and one setteth his own soul to sell.
Right, because guess what? How do you get, the only way you can make it in the music industry is how? Selling your soul.
God.
So, but when they sell their soul, and guess what? They show them all the glamour and show them all the riches and show them all the finer things of life, the so-called finer things of life. Guess what happened? They'll do anything to keep it, right? And this is what happened next. Read.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
And he'll cast away his bowels while he doing this, man. Right? Saying the same thing. Let's go get there in 2 Maccabees chapter 9, man. Brother, cast away their bowels. They'll sell their soul for that, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Brothers straight sell their soul for this, man. And guess what, man? When the judgment come down the pike, man, P. Diddy know man, these folks is after his ass, man. He must pissed off the wrong person up there, man.
Mm-hmm.
He done pissed them folks out. Them folks trying to, hey, they gotta come see about him, man.
God.
I'm gonna give y'all a news flash. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how brothers and sisters think about this, but I'm gonna put something on brothers and sisters' mind. How old is P. Diddy?
Yeah, how old is he?
How old is P. Diddy?
Probably like in his 50s.
Can anybody tell us how old P. Diddy is? I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna give you a fun fact. It's what they say, a fun fact.
Yeah.
Right? In the comments, tell us how old P. Diddy is.
He gotta be at least 53, 54.
No, he more than 40-ish, because I'm 40-ish. And he was grown man when I was a little kid. He said he's 50 years old.
I said like 55.
Officer Bear Guy said he's 50 years old. I don't know how old he is, but I know he got to be in his 50s though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said about 53, 50. And I agree with that too. I think he's about 53, 54. Right? Think about, I'll give y'all this fun fact right quick. Y'all think about this. How old was Michael Jackson when he died? How old was Prince when he died? How old was Michael Jackson when he died? How old was Prince when he died? Right? How old was R. Kelly when he went to jail? Right? Who else?
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them when they get in their 50s. When they get in their 50s.
Yeah.
Right? Well, they be Esau knocking. When they get in their 50s, hey, come holler at your boy. You got to pay it. You got to pay it.
Suge Knight, J. Prince,
Right?
got it. All of them got they knocked when they was around 50.
Everybody get their knock around 50.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All them brothers, just think about it, they get their knock around 50.
That's crazy.
Right? Think about this. Have y'all, man, I was looking at the thing, they was showing a post of Keith Murray, man. You seen him, man, he was full-fledged crackhead in the hotel, man.
Rap for $20.
Yeah, man. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Oh, Keith Murray would have put them hands on him. He probably needed that.
For real, man. Hey. But guess what? That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Our people give in to that, man. We want the riches of the world, man. We want the glory, man. We got to have the best of the best, everything.
Yeah.
Right? But watch this. 2 Maccabees, chapter 9, and verse 5.
That's all that. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 9, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel.
The who?
The God of Israel.
We talking about the God of Israel, right, Reed?
Smote him with an incurable and invisible plague.
So guess what? When the Lord come, guess what? When the people, when they cast away their vows, think about this is talking about Antiochus. But guess what, man? We goes into on how the Lord deal with people in their folly, right? The Lord smote them with an incurable disease, right? Read.
For as soon as he had spoken these words, a pain of the bowels that was remediless,
right?
Came upon him,
Read.
And sore torments of the inner parts.
Right, and it's sore torments of the inner parts, man. Right? Just think about this, man. When the Lord put a disease on you, right? A torment on you, right? But watch this, verse 6.
And that most justly, for he had tormented other men's bowels with many and strange torments.
This is what happened, man. Right? This is what happened. This is the precept to Sirach chapter 10 and verse 9, man. You done did that shit to so many damn people. Now it's time for him to pay the piper, man.
I'm telling you.
Anybody seen what Russia president said about the people of the Bible?
Yeah.
They opened up the Russian icons.
Yeah, he said Christ black. All the angels black.
Yeah, all of them they deadlock said that, man.
But you see what happened right after that? They had a terrorist attack. And they went over there and told something up.
Exactly. What they say, killed 100-some people over there, man.
A concert or something, set them on fire or something.
Yeah, after the definitely, like you say, after the concert, what happened? They opened their mouth and then they guess what? They called him. This is not the ISIS. They called him ISIS-K. Bro, this is crazy, man. They call themselves the ISIS-K that did the attack on Russia, man.
They meant the KKK.
Right? They straight did the attack on them, man, over there. Why? Because guess what, man? They open their mouth.
They finna torture the hell out of them people when they catch hold of them, boy.
Right? But you know, like you say, when you dealing like the main things that's going on into the earth. Why do y'all think it was 115 people?
It was over 100, I know that.
Ooh.
He was mad when he did that news report, boy.
Yeah.
He said, boy, he gonna hunt them down. Everybody that's with him, everybody that has something to do with it.
Putin.
Yeah, you were hot, boy. You were talking like how Bush was when your old boy had them tore them on them buildings.
Yeah.
He was talking like that.
See, but this is how you get a large amount of people to guess what? You get say for instance, you get the mass majority of people. They'll see the Russia's icon stuff that was shown, and guess what'll happen? They'll negate all of that.
God.
Because I guarantee you, 99% of Christians didn't give a damn about that.
Nope.
Man, Israelites, man, we like, oh, praises to the Most High, man. They showed that, man. They all on TV showing it, right? But guess what? The people that sleep, they won't give a damn. I'm talking about they wouldn't give a damn, man. Damn, boy. They let you thinking about, just like even with Donald Trump, right? Even with Donald Trump, what happened? What happened? He's got a Donald Trump got
You got to pay that money.
a lawsuit. I mean, this girl got a lawsuit against Donald Trump, and if he's convicted of the lawsuit, then he'll be facing felony charges, right? Yeah. So if that would happen, he's not gonna become president again. Mm-hmm. How long you think they're gonna stall it out? So guess what? In a court appearance, guess what? They can stall it out for 2 years. Yeah. So you think he messing? You think he worried about that, man? He got $100 million lawyer on retain. Guess what? To the point, you know how crazy it is. They said this on Ricky Smiley Morning Show this morning, right? The lawyer that they had on this morning, I forget the young lady name, but she said that everybody know that Donald Trump went into jail in Georgia. We all know that, right? So what's crazy about it? They documents, and it said even the people on child support, they so backed up into Georgia right now in they dockets, they can't find you can't even go online to try and find no description for nothing for any dockets in Georgia. Okay. Boy, they gonna make sure money talk, man.
They said he had to pay a fine or something. He had to pay her or something, and he got the money. They said. I was looking at on the news.
But the thing is, if he do pay the money, he's making himself as being what you call. But he's not gonna do it because he gonna have to wait it out. He said, Captain Jerubbaal, they want them weeks, and they warned them weeks in advance that they were going to do that. Yeah, they did warn them weeks in advance. But the thing is, I'm gonna tell you how they warned them weeks in advance. Like United States warned Russia weeks in advance, right? Mm-hmm. But Russia's not gonna listen to United States when you funding Ukraine, right? If I'm funding, if like say for instance I'm funding Ehud, and an Ehud had war against an Amalek or a Philistine or something, yeah. And I go to the Philistines and say, hey man, you better watch it. They finna do a terrorist attack on you, man. You think they gonna listen to me, man? I'm funding them. No, they not gonna listen, man. Right? Hell yeah. They just not gonna listen. They said the sad part is how it's even in the news in America about Russian icons. It's funny how Richard Nixon had to step down, but Trump get to run for president still. And that is funny. Yeah. Because they did that, right? With Richard Nixon. But I'm gonna tell you, we living in the world of social media. Yep. By living in the world of social media, guess what can happen? By living in the world of social media, why do you think out of all the presidents in the world, why is Donald Trump the only president on Twitter, man? Yeah. You see? Yeah. This is the world of social media.
I don't even think Obama was on Twitter.
I don't think he was on there either. But if he did get on Twitter, is he on Twitter right now? No, Donald Trump the only president on Twitter, right?
You learn how to monetize. You learn how to play the game. Get that money off of that.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, he learned how to finagle it. He learned how to really get past a lot of stuff, man. Right? Watch this. Because what they do, they like to. Just think about it. Everybody in say for instance, everybody in Supreme Court right now. He got all of them. Donald Trump literally put all of them in office, man. Yeah. So do you think they're gonna convict him? He put all of them in office.
Funded their campaign.
Right? Yeah. So come on, man.
Everybody saying the chef can't eat.
Real, man. So that man ain't worried about none of this stuff, man. Right? He ain't worried about none of that. He ain't worried about going no jail because he ain't gonna do no time.
When you think about it, either way we go, we're screwed because Joe Biden be out there just having dementia right now.
Man, that's Sleepy Joe, man. They call him Sleepy Joe, man.
That boy had started talking, sound like the Migos in the speech. I said, ain't that boy started mumble rapping in that mug.
Watch this. Let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 8 right quick, man. All right. Watch this. Let's go to First Maccabees chapter 8. Started First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 13.
All right, the book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 13.
Right, read it.
Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign,
read.
and whom again they displace. Finally, that they were greatly exalted.
Right, because this is the world we live in. That we got the EU, we got United Nations, we got all these different. We got NATO. It's going the same thing.
Yeah.
What's the name of them? They made the group. They just made the group.
The BRICS.
They got the BRICS, right? All of these groups that they got out right now. Guess what this sound like? You got NATO, you got the BRICS, you got all these. Guess what this sound like? And brothers and sisters, right in front of our eyes, guess what this sound like? Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, GDs, Blackstones. Guess what? These sound just like this.
God.
Right? These sound just like this, but guess what? They in the main masses and nobody talks about this, and they're not thugs, right? Because guess what? They the one that's controlling the country, right? And controlling the world. They control the seas, they control the land, they control the currency, they control the media, they control the outlets that we speak on a day-to-day. This is what we go, this is what we touch on, right? But watch this. First Maccabees chapter 8, we're going to read down verse 14. Read on.
Verse 14. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown.
But for all of this that they do, right? The Lord said none of them gonna wear a crown, man. Right? But watch how they do. Because it is one nation that is stronger than another nation, right? But the scripture make it plain, right? But read on.
Or was clothed in purple.
Right?
To be magnified thereby.
Thereby, read.
Moreover.
Hold on. When they got a crown, they was in purple. Purple was considered to be royal, right? There was a heathen custom for it to be royal, right? But read.
Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house.
Why do they talk about a senate house even in the Bible? That's funny how the Bible literally talks about a senate house, right? Because there's nothing new. Guess what? We got a senate here in the United States. They got a senate in the EU. They got people that sit in chairs that make decisions for the world and for the nations, right? But read.
Wherein 320 men sat in council daily.
Guess what? And these people sit in council daily. Right? Read.
Let's see. Consulting always for the people.
And what do they do?
Consulting always for the people.
They consult. What they do, they sit around and they consult for the people. Right? Read.
To the end they might be well ordered.
That's the reason why, because they want to well order the people. This is why they consult for the people, because they want the people to be well ordered, to put people in the right place. Hey, you better not go over there. You better not do this. Hey, give him this job, give her that job, put people in the right position. You know, right? Because they want people in order. And the people they want in order, the people that look like us. Right? But read.
Verse 16. And that they committed their government to one man every year.
They committed their government to one man every year. Right? Read.
Who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one.
Right, read. So everybody obedient to that one, that one president, or the person that's running something, man. Right? But read.
And that they was neither envy nor emulation among them.
Right, because they said they was neither envy. Envy. What you say? Envy or emulation among them. Right? What they was going into, this goes into Psalms 83. They was on one consult. They was on one consent. Right? But watch it. Let's keep on reading because there's more on it.
Verse 17. In consideration of these things, Judas chose let's see, Eupomenes, if I'm saying that right. The son of John, the son of Achos, and Jason, the son of Eleazar, and sent them to Rome.
And they sent them to Rome, read.
To make a league of amity and confederacy with them.
Right, but read.
And to entreat them that they would take the yoke from them, for they saw that the kingdom of the Grecians did oppress Israel with servitude.
Right, because guess what? This goes into the Roman Greco captivity. Y'all got to think during the Roman Greco captivity, man, we was in hardcore bondage, man. Right, from the Rome, I mean, from Greece to Rome, we was just in captivity like a mug, man. Right. We was trying to get help from any side that we can get help from, man. Right? To try to get ourselves in the frame of mind so we can get back to serving our God, right? So he sent them to Rome. Watch this. Hold this where you get. Hold where you at. Watch this. Go to John chapter 11. Think about the council, right? Now they had one king that they were following, and they stood behind them. Guess what? But we had a king too, right? And then we were standing behind too, right? Go to John chapter 11 and we can start at verse 45.
The book of John, chapter 11, verse 45. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary,
right,
and had seen the things which Yahushua did, believed on him.
Because guess what? Christ was doing miracles. And they was mad that Christ was doing miracles. Brothers, why you think? He said, my mic is messing up. See if there's a little bit better. So why do you think, Shalaki, why do you think they mad at us right now? We're not doing the miracles per se as the disciple was doing, like literally pulling them out and pulling them out of the furnace. But look at the kind of miracles that we doing right now in a dead state, and they mad about that, man. Right? But watch this though. But read on.
But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees.
But guess what? Some of our people went to the Pharisees, right? Read.
And told them what things Yahushua had done.
What y'all think is going to happen now? They're going to be telling them, they're going to be going back and telling Esau what we doing. We got our own nation of people right now going back and telling them, hey, man, what we doing? Like the Lord is not watching this, man. Right? But watch it, though. Let's read on, though.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees in council, and said, what do we, for this man doeth many miracles?
So guess what? They mad at this man because this man do many miracles. Hey, mama, watch out. There go that man. Right? He do many miracles. They was mad at that. Right? But read.
If we let him thus alone.
Right, read.
All men will believe on him.
All men will go believe on Christ, right? Going into Israel, read.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
You see how they go?
God. They go with that. Maccabees 8.
You see, that's why we tied it in together. Right? These is what happened, man. And that's what they fear. Big con on it, man. Unconscious, what's his name? What's his name?
Unconscious conscious.
Yeah, so I see.
Doing God's work, and that's why they fear.
Yeah, that's what fear get up on them, man. Big fear on them, man.
They know what the book say. They know. Trust me.
I'm talking about big fear on them, man.
I'm telling you.
But guess what? While we pushing, it's a narrative always out there. It's always a narrative, man. Right? It's always a narrative. It's always something that pushes them closer to, try to get them closer to us.
Teacher.
right? There's always a narrative to try to make sure that they back us down into a corner, man. Right? That's why we got to go through these sometimes have these classes on these current events and current affairs, man. Right? It's many stuff that happen, man. Right? It's many stuff that happen, man. Watch. What you got?
I got that First Maccabees 7:26 when the king sent Nicanor.
Yeah. We can read that. Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 7 verse 26. Then the king sent Nicanor, one of his honorable princes, a man that bare deadly hate unto Israel, with commandment to destroy the people.
Right? Because this is literally what we read right now.
God.
They send people. Guess what? Why you think they send our people to help destroy our people? They got to use us.
God.
Because we're not gonna really follow. We'll follow them, but guess what? We got to see some of our people to go for us to really go there, man.
God.
Right? They really satanic, man. That's a real deal, man.
God.
That's a real thing. Watch this. Go to Acts chapter 4.
Yes, sir.
This is a real thing. They got to use our people, right? If they don't use our people, man, guess what, man? It's just like if y'all ever seen like say for instance a woman, she had like a baby and she was trying to feed him some baby food. So she'll try to get a baby doll or baby food and the baby doll won't take it. She'll beat the baby doll inside the head, right? You know what I'm talking about?
One, yeah. Baby was opening my real
So
quick.
guess what? Then she get the spoon and give it to the baby and the baby eat it then.
Mm-hmm.
Why do the baby eat it then? Because the baby didn't want that to happen that he just seen, man. Right? And this is what they do to us. They take the biggest and baddest dude and they butt break him. What you think finna happen to Diddy? They finna butt break the hell out of his ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was already physically getting butt broke, man. What you think finna happen again? Right? If they don't take this man's life, man, I pray to the Lord that they don't do, but you got to pay them, man. Or you'll spend the rest of your life in prison like Pied Piper, man.
So I said he preserved the wicked until the end.
Right?
Yeah.
Watch this. Acts chapter 4, start at verse 25.
The book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 25. Who by the mouth of thy servant David has said, why did the heathen rage?
Right, because the heathen do rage. That's what this goes into Psalm chapter 2, man. Verse 1. Why is the heathen raging? Right? Rhinestone cowboy. Why is the heathen raging, man? Right? What?
No, I thought it was that was the dude's name on the channel.
What, Rhinestone cowboy? Yeah,
Y'all
man.
be having some fun in the names.
All right. Read it.
And the people imagine vain things.
Right, because our people imagine vain things.
Big con.
I'm talking about it be big vain things, man. Right? It says this is what Judas Maccabees is breaking down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because this is the wickedness that Judas Maccabees was seeing, man. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why when the people talk about the Apocrypha, you cannot take the Apocrypha out the Bible, man.
Nope.
Right? Because one thing about it, Baruch was Jeremiah's scribe. Hands down. Esther was definitely around. Tobit was definitely around. Mm-hmm. Guess what? The Maccabean revolt was definitely here. You can Google the Maccabean revolt, man. Mm-hmm. Right? The book of Jude, the reason why we got the book of Jude in our Bible is because he was named after our forefather Judas Maccabees. Right? That's why we got the book of Jude in the Bible, man.
Mm-hmm. Preach your dedication to Christ.
Right? Mm-hmm. Well, like I say, this goes into that John chapter 10, that feast of dedication, man. Right? Gotta think about those things, man. But let's finish reading on. Watch this.
Verse 26. The kings of the earth stood up.
The what?
The kings of the earth stood up.
This right here goes into the precept that we read in 1 Maccabees chapter 8, man. Showing how the kings of the earth stood up, man. Right? What you think is happening, man? The kings of the earth is definitely standing up, man. Right? Brothers and sisters, y'all got any questions, stuff, man? Y'all can put them in the comment too, man. I mean, shoot. We answering questions too, man. Because, you know, these, like I said, I'm going over current events, but, you know, brothers and sisters got any topics or whatever, man, we can search the scriptures on them, man.
All
right? But read.
The kings of the earth stood up, and the rulers were gathered together against the Lord.
And the rulers was what?
And the rulers were gathered together against the Lord.
Because they was gathered together against the Lord, man. Right? This is what goes on, man.
God.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of brothers and sisters be having, you know what I'm saying, y'all be in the chat. Man, y'all know why we live, man, on these classes, man. Man, our brothers pretty learned up, man. Y'all want to get some questions answered, man. Guess what? We'll answer questions, man. Right? And even, you know, you see Ehud, Donovan, Rasta Talk, they on live. Guess what? Y'all see, hey, y'all already know the captains and the officers, man. You know, we answer questions, but y'all see them other brothers and sisters, man, on live, man, y'all want to get them questions answered. Guess what? We welcome all questions, too. But guess what? If it's some folly, you know, I will walk past it, man.
Good.
Guess what? And that's true. I mean, Officer Yaakov, shalom, too. Dexter, shalom, too. He said Putin said he's going to serve a black Jesus. They already bowed down to him, man.
God. When the Pope come through.
Right? When the Pope come through and the Pope be like, hey, kiss the ring. Shit, what you think they doing?
They go in the back and
Go to the back.
bow to a black Jesus and a black Mary.
For real, they got caught doing this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Right? You said, how did they move the tabernacle in numbers when the cloud was going up and down if they had to build it up? That was the Levite ministration of carrying you got to think. The tabernacle was just one big was like a sanctuary, right? And the tabernacle is like really just one big tent. And so if you're going into numbers, it breaks down how big the tent was, right? And even showing the tent where they had the showbread table they had the incense they had the Ark of the Covenant they had the mercy seat. They had the mercy seat. They had all these things right there. But these were the jobs of the Levites, man. Right? That's the reason why the Lord allowed the Levites, man. They worked from the age of 25 to 50. Yeah, I bet you a lot of people didn't know that, huh? Yeah, the Levites, they office ended up their job at the age of 50. Yeah. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, they have that number again.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it a tent like what we sleep in on?
Tell
No.
them to imagine the canopy when we go to camp, how big it is, and we have to pick it up at one time and just move it.
It's really bigger. It's really bigger than it's like basically like an open tent, right? It has some kind of, in some areas it had a roof on it, but the other areas it didn't, because it had some areas that had the roof on, especially when you're going into the Ark of the Covenant, the altars of incense, those things were covered, but everything in the tabernacle congregation wasn't covered. All right.
A lot of men had to pick it. Well, only the Levites could pick it up and move it.
Yeah, because that was their job.
God, nobody else could touch it.
Right. Because a lot of people, say for instance, say for instance, like when the Levites was dealing with it, right? I might touch on it a little bit. But say for instance, when the Levites was dealing with it, Shalaki, but what precept you want to get some understanding there in Numbers too? I put that in there. Right. Watch this. Numbers chapter 18, we'll start at verse 6 right quick. You can start at shit. Verse 1 here.
All right.
No, but you start at verse 6, though.
The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 6. And I behold, I have taken your brethren, the Levites, from among the children of Israel.
Right, read.
To you they are given as a gift for the Lord,
Right.
to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So the Lord told, this is what they Esau still on my line.
There you go. We back.
Right? Salakia. And Naki said, Salakia. Right? Verse 6,
Verse 6 from the top. And I behold, I have taken your brethren, the Levites, from among the children of Israel.
Right.
To you they are given as a gift for the Lord.
Right, read.
To do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Read on.
Therefore, thou and thy sons with thee shall keep your priest's office for everything of the altar, and within the veil, and ye shall serve. I have given your priest's office unto you as a service of gift, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death.
This was their ordinance, man. That's the reason why the Lord gave that ordinance over there to the Levites, man.
God.
Right? This is what the Lord literally gave that office to them. So they had to literally carry this tabernacle congregation around. Right? And Abraham said, and so now the temple is our own body. Okay. Abraham, this is the understanding of this. The temple that we had, our first temple really was the tabernacle, a congregation. This really was the temple that the Levites had to carry around. But when the Lord had the temple to be built, our first temple that Solomon had built, when the Lord had that thing to be built, the Levites took that office in their temple. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, the Levites took that office in their temple, right? And when the Levites took that office in their temple, guess what? They was doing the same sacrifices, they was doing the same jobs that they did in the tabernacle congregation. But once the temple got destroyed the second time, right? Once the temple got destroyed for the second time, that's when the Lord said that we didn't have any more temples to go to. We had to use the temple that was within our body. Meaning that our spirit wasn't right with the Lord. He said the Lord basically, I gave y'all all these temples. What y'all use the temple for? Y'all use the temple for sacrifice. And we was using temple for sacrifice. This is why you got Hebrews chapter 10. This is why you got Jeremiah chapter 39. All these things goes into the building of the temple, right? I mean, all these things goes into sacrifices, right? And it said, and when did,
that verse that you were talking about with the age that they served?
No, I didn't need it. But but that's a key thing.
No, that's not good.
Because it's literally in there. It said, when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, and after the children Abraham got a lot of questions. That's good though. And when the altar of the children of Israel journeyed in the place where the cloud abode, and the children of Israel pitched their tents. Numbers chapter 9, verse 17. Oh, okay, so it took down and rebuilt it. I got it now. Numbers chapter 9, verse 17.
When the cloud was guiding them? All right, you want me to start at 15?
I'm sorry, yes, you can start at verse 15.
The book of Numbers, chapter 9, verse 15. And it reads, and on the day that the tabernacle was reared up, the cloud covered the tabernacle, namely the tent of the testimony. And at even there was upon the tabernacle as it were the appearance of fire.
And this is another name for the tabernacle, the tent of testimony, right? Letting you know that the tabernacle was literally a what? A tent, right? But read.
Until the morning. Verse 16. So it was always. The cloud covered it by day.
Right, because this was a commandment, right, that the Lord had for the children of Israel. A cloud to cover us by day, read.
And the appearance of fire by night.
And to give us light by night, they had the appearance of fire, right? This right here was in front of us, man.
Okay.
Right, read.
And when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, then after that the children of Israel journeyed. And in the place where the cloud abode, there the children of Israel pitched their tents.
Right, because though the cloud was not just for a cloud of not just a cloud to give us light, I mean to give us shade, but it's also the cloud for like a navigation system. And this is like going into one of the first navigation systems.
Spiritual GPS.
Yeah, for real, a spiritual damn GPS for us, man.
God.
Right, the Lord literally had that. All praise to the Most High for giving us a spiritual GPS, man.
God.
All right.
Verse 18. At the commandment of the Lord, the children of Israel journeyed, and at the commandment of the Lord they pitched. As long as the cloud abode upon the tabernacle, they rested in their tents.
Right. So they had strict commandments, man. So these clouds, man. So the cloud that was around about us, man. These things had commandments. When they moved, us moved out, we moved. They said when I move, you move, just like that, man. Right. This is all we want on that, though.
You want verse 22?
And
that shows the discipline that went with it.
Nah, we ain't got to get it.
Okay.
We ain't got to get it. Any brothers and sisters, man, y'all put them questions, man. Be like Ray, man. Hey, get some more questions. Well, you can put many questions you want there, man. Right? One more question. That cloud is going into a chariot because I told my rib that's what it was. No, it goes into a cloud out. I mean, but I know, we did have angels of protection around us. I mean, but we, but that goes into a deeper understanding of it. Yeah, it goes into Yahweh being the protection there. Therefore, a deeper understanding. But that's a good observation. I'm glad you're teaching, though. All right? I'm definitely glad you're teaching. All right?
I think that's what you're talking about, that 104 and 3.
Yeah, I already.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it could have pulled that, but
That's obvious.
But no, man. Also, man, you gotta think. I think Ak was saying something about. Dang, what brother was saying something about. Brother was saying something about. I think the Nazarite vow. Right. I think brother was trying to. I don't know. I think brother was trying to tap into that mug, man. Some brothers. Hey, that Nazarite vow might be for you, man. I don't know. The Lord put that spirit on me. I might have to do it too.
No vinegar, no vinaigrette, no grape.
Right.
No wine.
You got to watch a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
You think you be reading right now? You got to read twice as much, man.
Oh, very disciplined.
You got to read more than the Dr. Sabi died. And that and
You want to go into Shelton?
Going to who?
Shelton. How his mom gave him to the Nazarite vow?
No. What do y'all brothers and sisters think about? I mean, we cover what? P. Diddy. We cover Russia, Putin. What brothers and sisters got any precept for the Passover. Thinking about the Passover coming up, right? Our brothers and sisters got the precept for the Passover, man. Right? Put the precepts in there for Passover. What do brothers and sisters think about the Passover coming up, man? I know we've been going through something. I know damn well I ain't been going through something by my damn self, right? I just know the affliction wasn't there by itself. Yeah. Because I'm glad I did read that Numbers chapter 9. We can start up, we can jump back up, start at verse 1.
The book of Numbers, chapter 9, verse 1.
Right?
And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the first month of the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at his appointed season.
Right? Because this is what's going on right now, man. Right? That's a good observation, Abraham. It says, let the children of Israel keep the Passover in the appointed season, man. Y'all know Passover, we keeping the Passover April 21st, man. So if we keeping the Passover April 21st, when the new moon, you better not say nothing to Ehud. Right? I know he know because it's a day before he gets for his wedding, man. Y'all shout out to Ehud too, man. Soldier Ehud, man. Hey, he having the first wedding in the new building, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Y'all show that brother some love, man.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah for that, man. Brothers, like, hey, brother, that's the beautiful thing, man. Right? That's a beautiful thing, man. That brothers and sisters coming together doing this thing the right way, man. Thus said the Lord, man. Right? Thus said the Lord, man. Read verse 3.
Verse 3.
We're going to get Dexter precept in a second, man. Read.
In the 14th day of this month, at even, ye shall keep it in his appointed season,
Right.
according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies thereof shall ye keep it.
Because guess what, man? All the ceremonies that be taking place in the Passover, that's what we're going to try to do, man. Right? Let's go get that Philippians chapter 1, verse 9, man. Right? That Philippians chapter 1 and verse 9, man.
The book of Philippians, chapter 1, verse 9. And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment.
Right, read.
That ye may approve things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense till this day of Hamashiach.
Offense till the day of Mashiach.
Till the day of Hamashiach, Salakli. Being filled with the fruits of righteousness, which are by Hamashiach Yahushua, unto the glory and praise of the Most High.
Right? That's a good precept, Bob. That's a good precept, man. I like that precept in Philippians, man. Right? But I asked the question, though. Right? Got to go with the question. I had a good precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, man.
Say what?
Right? That's a good precept, see? This is what we're supposed to be doing. Start at verse 5, man.
Said 1 Corinthians.
Chapter 5 and verse 5. We're going to start at verse 5. That's a good precept, sis. That's a real good precept, man.
1 Corinthians 5, verse 5.
Because guess what, man? We know that, how you say, we know it'd be scoffers and all kind of in the last days and be in the chat. But guess what, scoffers, y'all can, hey. The question was, I asked y'all questions about the Passover. I said the Passover coming up, what do brothers and sisters think I'm going to rephrase it because I want brothers and sisters to get a better understanding. I think I understood the assignment. All right? So, I asked brothers and sisters, what do they think about the Passover coming up? Right? And what frame of mind should you be in going in the Passover, right? Read that.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 5.
Right.
To deliver such and one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh,
Right.
that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai.
It said to deliver such and one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, man. Think about this, man. When you deliver your flesh up to get destroyed, right? So you can be saved with the Most High, right? But it's been explained, right? Read.
Verse 6, your glorying is not good.
Right? Just looking at our fancy clothes and cars, shoes, our glory in it is not good, right? But read.
Know ye not that a little leaven
What?
leaveneth the whole lump?
This is something that we make sure that we get ourselves together. Because the Bible literally tells us a little leaven gonna leaven our whole lump, man. Think about the congregation, man. Week after week, how we trying to get brothers and sisters to get built up, their spirit to get built up. How did it get stronger, man? Guess what? How to get the wiles of the devil, how to get away from this society mentally. Because this mental struggle that we got into this world, man, I'm telling you something, man. Man, this is one of the hardest pulls, one of the hardest fights in our life, man. The mental pull that this world got on our people is no joke, man. Right? This thing is no joke, man. But read.
Verse 7, purge out therefore the old leaven.
That's the reason why we got to purge that old leaven. Because just like water, Satan just need one crack.
That's it.
He just need one crack. He in there. Right? Read.
That ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us.
Right, read.
Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven.
Not with the old leaven, read.
Neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness.
Read.
But with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth.
This is what we get. This is what we trying to go to, man.
Come on.
Right? I read that Dexter, but I got that out of there too. But guess what? I would have pulled 1 Corinthians first before I pulled it. Yeah, I would have went there first, because especially when you want to line it up. If I'm teaching class, I definitely would line it up like that, right? Going into the spirit and how we supposed to be dealing in sincerity and truth. Yeah, I would have definitely put that in there. But I would have read 1 Corinthians because it went directly with the question. Then would have went to Philippians, right? That's how I would have kind of lined it up. Philippians chapter 1, to make sure that, to go ahead and say, land me back on it, man. Right?
Tell everybody don't get that Walmart bottled water.
Right.
Throw it out.
Also, man, y'all gotta watch that purified water going into the Passover too. Because some of that purified water got that, what's it called, benzene?
That baking soda.
But what is it though? Stop. What is it called though?
I ain't got my phone, but that
benzenite.
Yeah.
It's not baking soda. It's called benzenite.
Baking powder.
Or it's got baking powder. Some of this, like, the water we got don't have it in there. But some of this water that we got, it has that stuff in there, man. And y'all got to make sure that when y'all looking at this water, y'all got to make sure that y'all don't have that stuff in there, man. That's why with brothers and sisters, y'all bringing, even the brothers and sisters that bring water up in here, y'all got to make sure, man, like, certain Walmart waters, y'all brothers better start looking for the spring water, man. Look for the spring water. That the label says, when you look at the label, and the label says water or spring water. They don't say no extra stuff on there. Because some of them extra words that be on that stuff, it goes into you drinking, you'll be have us going off during Passover, man. All right? We want to make sure that we get filtered with the best of the best. Right? That's why the Lord said a little leaven the whole lump, man. Let's go get that in somebody pull 1 Ezra, Issachar raise. 1 Ezra chapter 1, verse 19, man. Yeah, that 1 Ezra go with the Passover, man. That's all praise to the Most High, brother, in the spirit with this, man.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 1, verse, you said 19?
Verse 19.
Verse 19. And the children of Israel,
So
so the children of Israel, which were present, held the Passover at that time, and the feast of sweet bread.
why you think that, man, that's wonderful, man.
Who had that cornbread?
The feast of sweet bread, man. Because some of these sisters, man, I'm telling you something, some of these sisters can cook the hell out of some damn unleavened bread, man. Just being honest with you, man. Sisters cook the hell out of some damn unleavened bread, man. Right? Yeah, spring water is the best water too. But yeah, that's why the Lord called this the feast of sweet bread, man. This dude said how Millie, what's it? Millie Milich. Millie Milich. Yeah. Millie Milich.
Yeah.
It says, read what he got on there. He said, how old is Messiah right now?
Old enough to come back with that sword.
Guess what? How old is Messiah right now? I'm gonna tell you how I can kind of give you how old Messiah is. Watch this. We know that he created the heavens and the earth. That's 7 days. From the captivity of Egypt to the captivity right now, how many years? About 3,000, 4,000, about going to 5,000. So it'd be about 12,000, over 12,000 years. Now, Messiah's over 12,000 years now. What about that? He over 12,000 years old. Yeah, I bet you ain't think I can give you an answer for that, huh? Now, I bet you ain't think I can give you an answer for that one, huh? Yeah. I hope all are well. Much love. God bless you. This is baptism of frequency. Who is this baptism of? What that mean, baptism of frequency? Let me see your page. Let me see your page. Okay, you can go to the page. Baptism of frequency.
You want me to grab my phone?
Do you believe you go? No. It's 60 seconds. It said baptism of frequency. Right? It said hope y'all doing well. Yeah, Melly Mitchell didn't think I was gonna give her an answer for that mud, did he? Yeah. Christ over 12,000 years old. Right? If we count biblically, he over 12,000 years old. Right? It says, right about the Exodus 23 and 15. Baptism of frequency, that's a good name. But we be baptized with the word of the Lord, though. Man. Okay. I'm finna read some more on that first Ezra, though. But I liked that precept. They got some more on that more. Yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit more on that first Ezra chapter. First Ezra chapter 1, verse 19.
I'll read it again from the top. The
You
book
wanna
of
read
First Ezra, chapter 1, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
So the children of Israel, which were present, held the Passover at that time, and the feast of sweet bread 7 days.
7 days.
And such a Passover was not kept in Israel since the time of the prophet Samuel.
So since the time of the prophet Samuel, what precept that's going into? Brothers should have that written down. If you didn't, they're like a here and go. This goes into 2 Kings, chapter 23 and verse 22. This is the precept brothers should have down right beside it. That no other feast was kept like that since the time of Samuel. Right? Second Kings. I might have that. Hold on. Since the time of Samuel. Let me make sure I write that down wrong. Because I am a scribbler. Scribbler and nibbler. What? I think I wrote this thing. I think I wrote that much down.
Kings
Hold on. This is the time of saying you. I think I might wrote that much down wrong. Find it for me. I think it's in Kings though. Ancient of Days. Hope y'all listen. Ancient of Days. I'm talking about in the flesh today, not the spirit and soul. Your brother, son. He said in the Ancient of Days. I'm talking about in the flesh today, not the spirit and soul. Brother, I'm asking you a question. What's that?
2 Chronicles 35.
Yeah. It says, okay, what brother name? I'm just throwing this out there. What brother lived over? What brother lived longer than Methuselah in the Bible? Is anybody in the flesh live longer than Methuselah in the Bible? No. Nobody in the flesh that lived longer than Methuselah in the Bible. Right? What you got?
Second, like I said, that's 2 Chronicles 35.
And what?
That was that precept of that first Ezra.
Read that right quick. It's like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I'll start at 17 so we can get the whole thing.
Yeah.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 35, verse 17. And the children of Israel that were present kept the Passover at that time, and the feast of unleavened bread 7 days. That's that sweet bread. And there was no Passover like to that kept in Israel from the days of Samuel the prophet.
All right. And that was right, 2 Kings chapter 23. I had to go up a little bit more.
What was it, 23 and what?
It was like 21, 22, 23, down like that. Yeah. So it's 2 Kings chapter 23, verse 21, 22, 23. All right. Just like that. Okay. Okay.
And then we can put that, what's the name on that? That 2 Chronicles 35, 17 and 18.
2 Chronicles, I want to get that too.
Yeah.
35, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And it's crazy, it's just like they was quoting it.
We got a few questions up in there. They said, don't even try it. What you talking about, don't even try it? It's only one question. Guess what, man? Christ up there with the Father, so.
He live in operating time.
That's right. Enoch lived longer. Enoch lived longer than Methuselah. No, he did. If Enoch lived longer than Methuselah, how long did Enoch live and how long did Methuselah live?
Book, chapter, verse. Let's see it.
We finna prove this shit right here.
They said that's important.
And you talking about don't even try. You asked the question. I gave you the answer to it. I not tried.
My enemy, because I give you the truth.
Right? Right? Watch this. And Enoch lived, okay, Jared lived and begot Enoch. And Enoch lived 65 years. Enoch were 309 scores. Go to Genesis chapter 5, verse 23.
Okay. The book of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 23. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years.
So Enoch only lived 365 years. So how was Enoch older than Methuselah? Enoch only lived 65 years, 365 years. Let's just be saying some shit, really.
Sounded good till you play it back.
Right? It sounded real good. Like I said, it sounded real good. He ain't even live as long as Canaan. Right? Even though he walked with the Lord, walk with me. Right? But he said what? Because he never died. No, he got ascended. Christ got ascended to the Most High too. I mean, so.
So what is he asking? Does his age keep going because it never said that he died on the earth?
That's why I think y'all trying to say his age never kept going because he never died. But look, he never his age. But look, what's funny about that? Let me show you. When it we'll give you some of it, but we can't give you all of it because what we finna read right back again. You got to answer this question, right? Read verse 23 again. Genesis chapter 5 and verse 23. Read that again.
The book of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 23. And all the days of Enoch.
And all the days of Enoch, read.
Were 365 years.
It said all the days of Enoch. This counted all the days. Right? It didn't say all the days he was up there with the Most High. It said all the days. It's talking about the earthly days. Right? So, the thing is, when you look into this, it does not line up. It said all the days. All his days were 365 days. Right? That's what I say. Methuselah lived longer than anybody.
You want me to read it?
So, but even though he never died, but the Lord gave him amount of days that he was here. So you can't name all the rest of the days he was in the king. He was up there with the Most High God. You got the number of the days he was here on earth. That's what the Lord said, all his days. Right? Verse 25.
Verse 25. And Methuselah lived 108.
No. Verse 27. This is his age.
Verse 27. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died.
He was the longest living person. It says, why? It says all the days of Methuselah was 960 years, and he died. Guess what? Even with Enoch, it gave him all the days on earth. It didn't count no days he was in the kingdom or he was up there with the heavens.
Yeah, and Lamech lived longer than Enoch as well.
There was a lot of people lived longer than Enoch, man. On earth, there's a lot of people that stayed on this earth longer. If that's the case, then if that's the case, if we counted it like that, right? How old is all of us? Right? How old is because guess what? Christopher Tudor. What if Christopher Tudor, but guess what? If we counted it like that, how old are you from the first time the Lord? What if you Enoch? Right? What if you Enoch in the spirit, right?
But Enoch was translated, so he said he didn't experience death. He didn't experience the sting of death, but he still was translated back into the chamber of souls. The Most High said he keep the souls he won't.
But then
that he liked for himself.
Said, but do you count the 9 months? No, brother. Y'all just asking some crazy questions now. Do we count the 9 months? Do we ever count the 9 months? So if that's the case, your baby, then that's the case. That's right, and that's a good point, brother. That's a damn good point. If we don't count the baby that's in the womb, why do we count? We can't count the days that they in the heavens either, right?
There's no end to the people.
Because that's the case, then Elijah didn't die either.
Yeah,
right?
He was translated.
He was translated too. Right? You just can't count. You got to count the days that's on earth. This is what we know. Right? Yeah. We know the earth. We don't know, guess what? We don't know the kingdom. We don't know where, guess what? You can't tell me in the heavens where the Lord got the chamber of souls at. You can't tell me in the heavens what street the Lord got his kingdom on, man.
But see, the thing is, Enoch just came through a lineage of people that lived for a long time. Because when you look down, all the days of Canaan was 910 years, then he died. You know what I'm saying? The dude after
It
that,
said, you
Jared, lived
counted death.
800 years and begat sons and daughters.
Hold on.
You know,
He said you counted death or life. I mean, what is that meaning? He said you counted death. We counting the days they was on earth.
but no, what's the point of the question? Really?
No, it ain't. You ain't got to go too deep.
Oh,
We counted. He said that we counted death. Guess what? When you're no longer on this earth, yeah, years on earth. That's what we count. Guess what? The years your soul is on earth. That's what we count. So now tell me how old was Enoch the years he was on earth? It's 365. Because that's what you can count. You can't count how long Enoch was with the Most High, because these people keep coming back in regeneration. You can't count this, so you can imagine that people just keep talking. That's right. That's all you can give them, right? But with Christ in the flesh, guess what? He was 33. But in the spirit, guess what? We can count how old Christ was, because Christ he made everything. Right? We know how old Christ was in the spirit because he literally made everything. So
I'm trying to understand what the whole point of the question is. I went back and looked.
man, you know people try to
Yeah. See, I got you. Got what? Because all them other people that you didn't name lived much longer than Enoch. Enoch was just translated.
Enoch died. He died just.
Hold on, because we got that Sirach and that wisdom.
No, we ain't got to look. No.
Oh, okay.
No, hold your horses.
All right.
Bro, this needs be.
Okay.
He ain't going no more. He ain't going too far. Because we got to, when we having a dialogue, it's got to be civilized. We can't, every time we go out to war, we can't pull out every gun we got.
I understand.
But we good. Would that be cool to walk with God and be translated? Heck yeah, it'd be cool to walk with the Most High.
You know, so that's thing that doesn't come.
Shit, heck yeah. Who wouldn't want that, man? Who would?
That's what we playing for now. When your house got come back.
I mean, like, who the hell wouldn't want that, man? I mean, I know damn well I would want it.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have that, man. Not feel the sting of death. Guess what? I would love I would love to wake up in my hands and stuff not be hurting. Shit.
Baptism of Ricky, you said Christ was the Father, and was with the Father during creation. Yahweh was the oldest soul to walk this earth during his time. How old was Yahweh in the flesh at 33?
Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
He was the son of Ancient of Days, so that.
Come on, man. So that he had to be about 10,000 years old. What about that? Now,
an unfathomable number.
It's got to be over 10,000. Yeah. Cause we know. That's why I say if he was before, it could have been, it could have been 1,000 days before, and 1,000 days is 1,000 years.
One day is 1,000 years.
One day is 1,000 years, Shalaki.
Mm-hmm.
One day is 1,000 years. Yeah.
Pray I get to meet Yahweh Shai. You can ask him if you feel like telling you.
Yeah. Because that's one of the questions brothers can ask Christ in the wilderness, man. Man, how long, man, how old are you, man? Right? You could literally be asking Christ, I know, man, I know we're gonna be slaughtering lambs. I know are we gonna be still slaughtering lambs and Passover? I mean, yeah, you laid as a mug up in this thing, but you made it though. Never would have made it, huh? None. Man, we gotta give you a Hebrew name, man. Christ do have a beginning.
That don't make sense.
No, the Most High God has no beginning. Christ has a beginning. Yeah. Say, tell me more. Brothers, put in the chat. We already, he ready to go. This was crazy, man. He ready to go. Put in the chat where Christ was created. This is. I know precept I'm going to. What precept you going to?
I can go to that 17 and 5 or that 1 and 1.
He said what?
That 17 and 5 or that 1 and 1. Same book.
Let's get it, man.
The book of John, chapter 17, verse 5. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thy own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was.
Right? Watch this. Get the other one.
John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was the Most High.
Right? Get that in the Colossians right quick.
With that 1 and 12. Book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 12. Giving thanks unto the Father, which have made us meet to be
which have did what?
which have made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light.
In light, man, read.
Who have delivered us from the power of darkness and have translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sin.
Even the forgiveness of sin, man, read.
Who is the image of the invisible God.
Right, because we know Christ is the image of the invisible God. It's just to keep it plain, man, read.
The firstborn of every creature.
So Christ was the firstborn of every creature, man.
Shall I go on?
Right?
That's 16, too.
Read 16, 17, good too.
For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth,
Right.
visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities
Right.
or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
So all things was created by him for him. Get that in Proverbs 8:22, like I coming out with. Some good precepts, man. Right?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 22. And it reads, the Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old.
Right.
I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning.
From what?
From the beginning, or ever the earth was.
So guess what? Wherever the earth was, guess what? That's a good precept, Proverbs 8:22. Right? He was set up. That was gonna be the next. That probably was gonna be the last one, but I was sure gonna pull them one for sure. That mug always good, man. Right? Yeah, always a good precept. Right? Let's see what else we got, man. Let's see if we're gonna stay on here a little longer or not. Any more questions, man, before I get out of here? John 17 and 5. That precept with Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 22. Yeah, they did. It seemed like they left the chat, man. Sirach 24:9, but Donovan, he coming in that mug with that, he tried to come in there with the banana clip, ain't you? God dang it.
That's how you doing.
Right? That's Sirach 24:9. Tough too, boy. Said gotta spray, man. Little sin. Yeah. All praises, man.
The book of Sirach, chapter 24, verse 9. He created me from the beginning, before the world, and I shall never fail.
This is going into boy. This is Christ like a mug, man.
I will never fail.
Boy, that's why Christ ain't got to worry about falling, man. Say in the name of Purim that just passed. In the name of Purim.
Did other nations become Jews?
Did the other nations become Jews? That's like saying, have Batman became Robin?
No, not become Chinese.
Hey, man.
I know karate.
If King David learned how to do karate, does that make him a Moabite? It don't work that way. Right? Even though some of these people walk around like Mr. Miyagi, they sensei or something, don't mean that they a Moabite. Be Bruce Leroy somewhere. Right? It said, and nobody can become. Only thing that they can come is one accord when they be in submission.
Yeah. That still ain't gonna make them a Jew. That's on the southern kingdom only.
Right? I'm gonna ask you a question. Even in the New Testament, the Lord called the southern tribe and the northern tribe two different things. Right? But then, also in the New Testament, the Lord made the southern tribe and the northern tribe one name, which was what? It didn't say Jews. The Lord made the southern tribe and northern tribe one nation, and it wasn't the Jews. It was what? It was Israel.
I asked because it says for they Jews. They became Jews. Oh, here's asking a question.
No, I understand. I'm trying to give them the understanding. That's where it's at. Right? That's what the Lord called us in the New Testament, the Hebrew Israelites. Once the two sticks became one stick. Right? You can find that in Hebrews, man. Chapter 8, verse 8 through 10. The Lord called us the new covenant and the old covenant. He called the Jews and he called Israel. Then he called when he made them one stick. When he made them one, he called them Israel. Zechariah 8:21 for you. Because I know blood won't allow such. That's what, man, the Most High God won't allow such, man. Right? Let's get that Jeremiah, man, chapter 13. That's a good precept, Op. When we get there, let's read it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots?
Right, read.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Right, read.
Therefore I will scatter them as the stubble that passes away by the wind of the wilderness.
Right? This goes into the same thing like it's accident. This goes into the same thing like it's accident. Go to James chapter 3 and verse 12. It's asking the question, can these things change, man? Right? When you get there, like, just read it. He done lost his James, y'all. Them tabs don't help him, man. He done lost his James.
Man, James chapter 3, verse 12. Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries?
It's asking the question, can a fig tree bear olive berries? Guess what? If the congregation was here, the rules be like, la right? Read.
Either a vine, figs.
Right, either a vine, figs, read.
So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh?
You can't yield both salt water and fresh water, man.
Put that to your mind with that.
Tune in to Bahamas, though. Much love. Tune in from the Bahamas.
Oh.
Anthony in.
Hey,
Bohemian brother.
242, man. Yeah, 242.
Got the Bohemian brother on here too,
Big Team Bahamas, man. Mm-hmm.
right? They said, tune in from the Bahamas. All praise to the Most High, man. It's kind of late there, right? Glad brothers here tuning in from Bahamas, man.
Much love, man.
Heck yeah, you know that made you good day right there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He ain't stopped smiling yet. That's why he ain't put his ass on the camera. He like the Cheez-It commercial that won't, the cheese that won't stop smiling.
Yeah.
All praises though.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pull another one. That's Zechariah chapter 8, man. Let's get that other one. That's Zechariah chapter 8, man. Verse 21. Hey, yeah, man. We finna get ready to get up out of here, man. We done went past the hour of power. Hey,
Sometimes you just gotta keep the party going.
sometimes you do, man.
Yeah. The book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse 21. And the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, let us go speedily to pray before the Lord,
Right, read.
and to seek the Lord of hosts. I will go also.
Put on.
22. Yea, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem, and to pray before the Lord.
Because it is gonna be many nations that gonna be coming to seek the Lord, man. Guess what? And they gonna come up. They better bring their ass up there on. Hey, you better bring tabernacle. You better have your ass there. Or the Lord gonna starve your ass out, man. Right? You better have that mug, man. Right? The Lord ain't playing no games, man. He want to make sure that brothers and sisters, well, we gonna be on point, man, in the kingdom, man.
God.
Right? We definitely gonna be on point.
Ain't no half stepping, only full stepping.
Right? Let's see.
Everybody like, share, subscribe, man.
Everybody like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, man. What do you say? We got tabernacle, not tabernacle, but I got the tabernacle spirit on me, man. I guess I must looked at my tent all weekend or something, man.
Hey, you tent, you got time for it.
Well, I'm talking about, hey, I didn't even wear no wrist, man. I ain't wear no, you can see the ring around my arm. I looked at my wrist, I know I had more a lot of time. I ain't want to wear no watch. Today, right? It said Esther chapter 8, verse 17, many people of the land became Jews. I was waiting for you to pull that precept because I knew where you was going. Let's get that in Esther's, man. Eight and 17.
The book of Esther, chapter 8, verse 17. And in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Jews had joy and gladness, a feast, a good day. And many of the people of the land became Jews, for the fear of the Jews fell upon them.
Do you want me to give you the good answer? Let me give him the understanding of this. When they come, guess what? They came to us in servitude. They're not coming to say they're equal. Because no nation is equal to us. Right?
God.
We go get there to Deuteronomy, but we finna go get some precepts on there. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. I was waiting for you to find it. Hold on, follow me when I'm going. I was waiting for you to pull that precept. You know, sometimes you just can't give them the bullets. We want them to get the bullets, man. You gonna have to bust your gun first, man. Hey, it's self-defense. What's finna happen, right? Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Above what?
Above all people
Read.
that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Lord said we was above all people that was upon the face of the earth, right? Read. He said we was above all people upon the face of the earth, right? Watch this. Go to Psalms, chapter 18, verse 43. Y'all gotta understand, this is levels, man. Right?
The book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 43. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people,
Right?
and thou hast made me the head of the heathen.
Because when the heathens gonna be round about us, the Lord gonna make us the heads of the heathens, right? Right, read.
A people whom I have not known shall serve me.
Right, read.
As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me.
They shall do what?
They shall obey me.
Read.
The strangers shall submit themselves unto me.
This is what's gonna happen, man. Right? When they make themselves as us, they gonna have to bow down. You gonna have to get your ass down or you gonna lay down. Right? This is what happens, man. Right? This is what happens. You're gonna have to make sure that we stay, they're gonna be in the right order, man. Right? Now we get this Isaiah, man. Right? They're gonna have to be in order, man. They not gonna come in and just think and do what they want to do. Out there, they're one of us. No, they can't even come into our feast. You can serve us in our feet. You can come into a servitude, but you're not gonna come. Guess what? It's gonna be other nations in the kingdom to serve us, though. Right? Not gonna be in the kingdom, being hand in hand with us. Y'all had us in captivity. Y'all helped Esau put us in captivity. What you think is gonna happen, man? It's not gonna be good. Right? Read this up.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. The Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Right, read.
And will yet choose Israel.
Read on.
And set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Because guess what? They're going to be joined with us, man. Right, read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
What they going to do?
They're going to cleave to the house of Jacob.
Guess what? Like Benaniyah say, man, Captain Benaniyah say, no, they going to cleave. Right? Read.
And the people shall take them.
No, we just going to make them, now they just going to come around doing what they want to do, man.
Shall take them.
The Lord said we're going to take them and do what?
And bring them to their place.
We're going to bring them to our place, man. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
And guess what? It's going to be, for servants and handmaids, man. Right? This is what's going to happen, man. Read.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Guess what? Everybody that had us in servitude, we're going to take them into captives who captives did where we was, man. Right? Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And we're going to be ruling over our oppressors, man. Guess what's going to happen to our oppressors, man? Go to Ezekiel, man, chapter 25, man. Right? They're not going to be, it's no equality, man. Guess what's not an equality here? Right? Think about, guess what? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is dead, which is followed, man. Why you think the Lord tell us, and we jumped down chapter 20, we jumped down in Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21, it told us to prepare for slaughter, man. Right? Read that.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, and you want it, verse...
Big con on this shit.
Verse 12?
Verse 12.
Verse 12. Thus say the Lord God, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them.
Right.
Therefore, thus say the Lord God, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
Right. Verse 14 is the point.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Read that again.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
The Lord said he's going to lay vengeance on them by us. So everybody don't think it's going to be equality there, man. It's not going to be there. The Lord said he's going to literally use us to bring the hammer down on them. Right, read.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
Guess what? Because we are forgiving people. The Lord don't forgive like us. We're going to do according to the Lord's anger, man. Read.
And according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord God.
We're going to know the Lord's vengeance, man. That's what thus saith the Lord, man. Hey. Shit, that's why the Lord said, man, he loves us. He going to put a ring on him. Right?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, man. Right? You know, the ring gonna put on us. He gonna put the crown on our heads, man. Put that glory back on us again, man.
God, big God.
I'm thankful for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So long, you brothers and sisters, man. Y'all like and share the video. Help us put this truth around the four corners of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you brothers and sisters been tuning in, man. Hey, man, keep these classes pumping, man. Right? We got Officer Yaakov coming up, man. Tuesday class. You know, he either gonna have it early morning or he gonna have it sometime on Tuesday, man. Y'all make sure you pump up the volume on that, man.
Yeah, the Raw Truth
Right?
Tuesday.
Raw Truth Tuesday, man. Then we got Wednesday with Officer Berakaya. What he call?
Warrior Wednesday.
Warrior Wednesday for Officer Berakaya, man.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know we got Captain Yara, man. Hey, he going in on it, man, right?
Cool.
Then we got we got Soldier E Hood, man, on Friday morning, right? Then we got Donovan Talk bringing the Sabbath in, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then you got the captains, man, on Sabbath morning. Then you got Captain Benaniyah on Sunday, man. Then I'm back on, you know, doing it again on Monday night, man.
Good.
Right? Let's give me he said, keep the God's law, statutes, and commandments. Man, we got this, I know we ain't pull. I'm finna pull somebody precept we pulled early. They didn't get their precept pulled. Let me see. Let me see here. What precept they pulled. I'm gonna pull one. I'm gonna get that. I get it, Exodus chapter 12. Get it. Because we're going, guess what? We're going into Passover coming up. Get your spirit right. Yeah, Passover. Finna start rapping that mud. Get your spirit right, man. Let's get it, man. We got New Year coming up. All praises to the Most High. We got the New Year. We got the Passover. Feast of Unleavened Bread. Man, brothers and sisters better get fired up, man. Man, y'all better get fired up.
We meeting for New Year's? Just want to make sure.
It's the day after your wedding, bro.
What, the 29th? It's like 29. Is that the new one or the?
It's the old one, bro. This is not the one.
It said, well, oh, no, wait.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah, come.
You don't
It
know.
says it right here, too.
This is the 25, my boy.
I know, but it said on the other one.
It's the 25.
Come.
That's last year.
See, right there.
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
All praise.
And
we
good,
had
man.
We get New Year's Day on the solar eclipse.
Got New Year's Day on the solar eclipse.
Most high finna have them heat.
They said got the New Year's Day on the solar eclipse. Hey.
All praises to the Most High for that.
For real, man.
Most High do it how he want to do it.
Okay. Read Exodus chapter 12, verse 18.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 18. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at even.
At what?
At even.
This is when we start our Passover, man. Look, brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell y'all right now. We're going to be slaughtering the lamb.
God.
If your gut can't handle it, don't come around. It's going to be blood everywhere. Right? But this is not a sacrifice, man. This is just give brother sister experience, man. Right? This is just a righteous act, man. This just give brother and sister experience, man. Right? And this is how we build, man. Hey, this is something new, man. Brother and sister ain't never seen an animal literally get slaughtered, man. Y'all city folks, man. My bad. My bad, man. I didn't mean to do y'all like that. You know, in the country, we that's how we get down, man.
Gotta dress it.
Right? But read verse 18, man.
Verse 18 from the top. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even.
Right, so from you got to eat unleavened bread for 7 days. So while we having a feast of unleavened bread, guess what? You got to eat unleavened bread for 7 days, right? Read.
7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses.
Right? It says 7 days can have no leaven found in your houses. Don't go put this leaven in your garage. That's still that's in your house.
Or in the trunk.
Right? Don't ad-lib out. Okay, don't get the leavened bread and take the leavened bread out the house and take it over your neighbor house something, or get rid of it, or put it in your trunk or something like I said, and bring it back in your house. It's just like you taking sin away and I'm put sin back in my house. You don't do that. That's just, we don't do that, man.
God.
When we get rid of sin, we want to get rid of sin all the way, man. We don't want to get rid of sin and bring it back again. Hell no, man. What the hell we in the truth for, man? Right, read.
For whosoever eateth that which is leavened,
Right?
even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land.
Right, verse 20.
Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Nothing leavened, man. That's what the scriptures say, man.
God.
Y'all like and share the video. Y'all help us put the truth around the four corners of the earth. Y'all keep the commandments and live.
God.
Guess what, man? We got New Year coming up. We got
Ceremony day.
ceremony day for Soldier Hood, man.
God.
Hey, all praise to the Most High for you brothers and sisters tuning in, man. Shalom.
Shalom.